Hi, welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio, and this is going to be a two-part episode because the first part I'm going to show you how to install Debian. I'm going to use VirtualBox to do this, and then I'm going to also show you how to install the Unifi controller software. In my previous video where I reviewed the Flex Mini Switch, I didn't go through that because I attached it to my own network. But in this case, I'm going to be, sorry, I'm looking around with some stuff I'm adjusting here. But in this one, I'm going to show you how to install it and also how to adopt it, because the other one, yeah, I cut it out and that was a whole stupid thing. So just let me check something real quick. And okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch this over. Okay, so as you can see here, I already have the VM set up. I have it set to Debian Unifi, because that's what we're going to do. And let's go ahead and start the VM. And we'll minimize that to get it out of the way. Okay, so we're going to install it graphically. Yeah, I know it's kind of small. I don't know if I can, let's see if we can scale it up so you can see. That's a little bigger. Shows my desktop and everything, but hey, as long as it works and it's a little bit larger for everybody to see, I'm totally fine with it. Okay, so we're going to go with English. United States, American English, and any slow parts I'm going to speed up. I'll even play some music with it too. You also get to see how to install the VirtualBox add-ons to this, because if not, the screen won't display right and everything. And I also have to adjust the network card too, so hopefully then I can access it from my main web browser, from the web browser. We'll see what happens with that. But as in my other video, you can run it this way where the VM doesn't have to run all the time. So this way, if you want it on your main computer, it doesn't have to run. I don't know if it loses its configuration after a while. It could. It just depends. I haven't experimented with it because, like I said in the other video, I have, virtual servers running behind me in my server rack. I use Proxmox, which I can show you how to do it in Proxmox. I have a spare machine. I just need to get set up and everything. So we're going to call this Debian Unifi. And then click Continue. Okay. I hope they match. Hey, they match. Okay, and I hope it takes this password. These are just dummy, simplistic passwords just for everything that's going on. I need to go back. There we go. Like I said, just trying to come up with passwords I can remember between now and the time it's all done. My memory tends to do that, especially if it's not passwords that I don't use considering I'm just creating these. It's kind of hard to remember as you get older. It's a little warm down here in my basement with everything going on. I need to get cooling for down here. If you'd like to see me show you how to set up Proxmox and set this up as a Proxmox VM, leave the comments below, and I can definitely get that set up for you. Okay, we're going to use the entire disk. And I made a 42.9 gig disk. For this VM, this is the only thing that's going to run on it. I gave it 8 gigs of RAM. I think it only has one. I think I only gave it one CPU core. I don't think I gave it any more than that. And to be honest with you, you can give it 1 or 2 cores. Depends on what you want to do. I did screw up a VM of mine, which I regret doing that. Where I tried to add other functionality to it and like overwrote the database, my media wake that I had set up and running. Yeah, I really screwed up. So, yeah, it was not good. All right. We don't want to scan another network mirror. Yeah, and there's a weird thing too. It defaults back to the CD, which why I have no idea. Because it asks you if you want to use a network mirror, but if you try to do any kind of updates, apt update and all this here, it'll default to the CD-ROM. You have to go and edit the config file, which you'll see here. Okay, I don't participate in the package survey. Okay, I like Matte desktop. I don't install a print server. I mean, you can select any interface that you're comfortable with if you've used Debian. If you haven't, Matte resembles a lot of Windows because it has instead of the taskbar being at the bottom, it's up at the top. And when you hit the thing, it drops down. You know, like it has drop down so that you can select different things. And the reason why it's saying 3 minutes because it's connected to the internet. It's downloading the latest packages. It would be a little quicker, but it's connected to the 10100 switch along with the Flex Mini switch that I purchased that I did in the other video. I figure since I'm doing this, may as well show you how to adopt. I'll even point out, like it'll let you know if there's firmware updated. It probably won't show it because it's already been updated because it was done in the previous video. But unfortunately, I can at least show you basically where the icon will be if there's no firmware. Because I updated all my stuff, the main switch and the Unifi access point. Which I'll be honest with you, the Unifi access points are really nice. I normally don't recommend a particular brand, but since playing around with this stuff's actually really solid. I do highly recommend it. Especially if you're wanting to get into something a little more advanced. And like I said, the cost really isn't that bad depending on what you start out with. The 48 port switch like what I have, it's just the regular, it's not PoE, it's just a 48 port layer 2 switch. To be honest with you, it's like $500-$600, which isn't bad. The one I'd like to get to replace it has PoE, and in a future firmware update, which I think was the latest, which I said in the other video, that it gives you layer 3 routing. So instead of using the like your firewall, like if it's a Unifi firewall gateway, or in my case I have a PF firewall that I made out of an Dell 410 server. You don't need to have it be able to send information to VLANs. Like it has to hit the router, and then it says, oh, okay, this is going to VLAN 5. So basically, you would have to use the router to do it. Now, with it being able to route internal to the switch, I haven't looked at it because, again, I don't have the switch to be able to do that. I'm still waiting on Lauren's systems to do it because he has more time to play with that kind of stuff than I do. But I'm looking forward to that functionality because my Unifi access point runs off of PoE, and if I replace that switch, then I don't have to have that little box where the wire has to go from the switch to the power unit to inject power to go up to the Unifi access point. That way the switch just handles it. It's just a one wire connect, which would be great. Less extra crap I have to tie onto my rack and stuff like that. Which I know I have to do a lot of cable management for it. Now, if you run a full bare metal hypervisor, and a bare metal hypervisor means it runs on the actual hardware that you're installing it on. It's kind of like installing an operating system on a computer. If you install like Proxmox or VMware or anything like that, it installs on the actual hardware, so it's kind of like the OS. It boots up and everything, and then your VMs are built or layered on top of it. So this way, you have your OS here, then your VMs here, and it controls everything and allows the VMs to run and simulate hardware and stuff like that. If you're going to go that route, like I said, you can definitely use VirtualBox. VirtualBox is real easy to install. There's plenty of videos out there for that. I mean, unless you want me to show you how to create one. Yeah, again, if you want me to show you, leave comments below. If not, like I said, it's really not that hard to set up. You just have to make sure you download the ISO of whatever operating system that you want, like whether it's Windows 10 or Debian or CentOS or, you know, Ubuntu, whatever OS you want to run the Unifi controller on. That's all you have to do is just get the ISO, and then whenever it comes up, you can select it wherever it's stored. Okay, so finally installed everything. I edited all that out because it was boring as all get out. Now we're at the install the master boot record. And we select the hard drive. And hopefully this wouldn't take too long. Hang on 1 second. I had to turn off the sound to, because I was watching Big Bang Theory while I was waiting for all this to finish up. Alright, setting the clock, yay. Alright, so now we're going to continue. Alright, so while we're waiting for that to load up, basically I'm changing it to bridged adapter. It'll select whichever adapter is active. So if you have wireless, it'll show that. If it's, you know, if it's a laptop, like in the case of this, or if it's just a desktop, it'll just select your hardwired. I have it hardwired, so that way it's a lot speedier and everything for the network connection. But if you change it to bridge means it'll get its own IP address for the VM. So like if this is, like if my laptop's 192.168.20.10, this could, the VM could get, you know, 192.168.20.11, and that way it actually has a physical IP, you know, an actual IP address being handed out. That way I can just use a web browser to access the web interface of this, of the Debian VM once the Unifi controller software is installed. So we'll go OK on that. Okay, we are here. So Control C. There we go. I typed in the password wrong, which is usually what happens when that happens. Although people go, oh, typed it in right. But anyways, that's a whole other story in my day-to-day life. Alright, so let's shrink that back down so that we can work on both. Because I needed to... I don't remember this stuff. I usually have it written down. And don't show that again. Alright, so what you need to do is go to System, and in that terminal, Now I know they show sudo. I didn't add the account to the sudo group, so I'm going to log in as the root user. So you do -u dash for super user, and then the password. Okay, and I luckily remembered the password. And then you just run app update. And this is where, yeah, because see, it's saying CD-ROM, because I can't find it. Let's see if I can, there we go. So I have to do nano /etc apt sources dot list, and there we go. So what happens is, here's the CD-ROM right here where the blinking cursor is, and for some reason during the installation it adds it again. So it's looking for the CD-ROM, which then here's the web stuff all underneath it, which makes no sense. So if you just hold down the shift key, put the pound sign there, press space, Controls O for output, and then Control X for that there, and you have to do it as root user or sudo user depending. Like I said, I'm not worried about adding it to it, because this way you don't give this account admin level privileges. So if somebody does hack this account, if it's on like your home network and they get in, they can't actually do the root user damage type stuff because it's not a part of it. But that's just me for security reasons. So now if we tap the up arrow, let's do update just to make sure. I probably downloaded all the updates during the installation, so I probably don't need it, and then we can move on to the next one. But being thorough is really good for that. Okay, so all packages are up to date. So let's do apt install essential DKMS. And to add the guest add-ons, you need to do the you need to have the development headers for it so that it can compile it, because it compiles it each time. Okay, list all. And it's going to fetch all that, and then it'll install it, and then I'll be able to do the rest of this. I don't know why Internet Explorer is being such a pain, but let's go ahead and do this. So I can scroll down. Really? Really, Internet Explorer? You're really going to do this, right? Believe me, if I didn't have a black cloud over my head, close it up and reopen it. Although this is why I hate Microsoft. So no frickin' end. It's just so annoying when it does this. Seriously, I have to be full frickin' screen, right? There was another site I had that was way easier than this. Yeah, that's what I needed right there. Okay. And hey, it works on this. Anyways. Okay, so. I know there was this make. So that's why there was this one where you have to do this. I think it's M-A prepare. Oh, that's not it. Alright. I'll try it that way, but I know there's an M-A prepare that I've got a weird feeling is not going to work. Alright, so I need to install the add guest add-ons. Alright, and when you do the auto run, it says that there, and as soon as you click on run, it says error. So, from what this is saying, you need to run, because I'm still in root, sh media cd-rom 0. If not, I can just take 0 out. Yep. Now, if this works, that's fine. I got a feeling it's not going to. Okay. So I didn't have to do all that. Hey. Learn something new every time, because like I said, the one way I found I had to do M-A prepare. But hey, if it does this and I don't got to do all that stupid, goofy crap, I'm totally fine with it. I like things to be as simple as possible. Doesn't always work out that way, but I like it to be that way. And sometimes this takes a little bit. It seems like it's frozen, but it's not. Because if I do this to shrink it down here in the corner, you'll see like the network icon, there's the hard drive icon, and it shows that it's working because it's blinking back and forth. So let's go back to full screen so we can see what's going on. I think I'm going to do the same with this. Oh, okay, at least it's doing something else. Okay, so now it's almost finished. So it comes back to the prompt, and there it is. It says here that the running kernel modules will not be replaced until the system is restarted. From here, if you're logged in as root, or maybe even sudo, if you just type in reboot, and that's exactly what it does. As you can see on the screen that it's restarting. So let's go ahead and do Control-C so it's back to the minimal. Now, I think it starts out at this small, but then because the modules now, it's going to go bigger. It should. You might have to change the resolution and everything within it, but then once it does, it's up and running. And then we'll be moving on. And for the next video is how to install the Unifi controller software and accessing the switch that I have set up for this. I'm definitely going to save this page so that I can write down the steps so that I can remember it. Okay. And you'll see here in a moment. There's that. Alright, so let's go here. Here we go. Finally got a screen. Like I said, if I did not have problems, I would not have any luck at all. Alright, so it's there. Blast system wide. Okay. Apply, keep, close, and let's see if we can. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. I have no idea why it's doing that, but let's go ahead and eject this. Alright, now it's ejected. Alright, so that's pretty much how to get it, although why I can't get it to auto scale, I don't know, maybe it has to reboot, who knows. But anyways, you can do the right control key and the C for scale output, which then in turn should, hopefully, I don't know why, it does what it does, and then if we do control C back, and I have to tell it to tell the virtual screen to be 1920 by 1080, then the screen shows back up. I have no idea why it does that. Who knows? But that's it for now. That's how you would at least install it on VirtualBox. Hopefully between this video and the next one I can get the screen fixed. I'm going to try updating it to the latest one because I don't have the latest one. I have 6.18 and I think it's either 6.110 or 6.210. I can't remember which. So, but anyways, I will hopefully get this set up and everything for the next video. Okay, but stick around for part 2 where we actually get into the meat and potatoes of all this to set up the Unifi controller and to adopt the device. So, see you next time.